how volume affects, how the volume of a note you play, a single note, how that affects the tonal harmonic footprint of the note, otherwise known as timbre and tone. So what is the relationship between the volume of the note you play and that note, the mix of tones that creates that sound, the timbre, the tone, what I call the tonal harmonic footprint? Well, let's begin with a demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and play this Pizarro Elite with optional gold covers. This is a Bulletini mic with a Samsung wireless. This is what I use. I have some tape on here to make it easy to hold, by the way. Okay, so let's start off with a very, very low volume, okay? Okay, that has one sound. Now I'll take it to medium volume. Now, full volume. One more time. Something was changing, other and along with the volume. What was it? Well, a note, a single note that we play, typically at medium volume, isn't just the main tonic tone, the main tone of that note. There are harmonic overtones, which are part of that tone, but we don't consciously recognize it, but they're part of the sound or the tone, the timbre, the tonal harmonic footprint. Three words all mean about the same thing. Now to show you this, I'm going to do it with a guitar. I'm going to play harmonic overtone series for you on a note, and you'll find this lots of fun. I'm going to play one string, the open E, but by touching my finger lightly to the string all along, I can make the overtone series stand out. So here we go. Na 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 na, hear it? That one's very obvious. Na, na, that's the note, that's the overtone. Na, 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 that's clear. If I come back to the bridge, it's more obvious. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, na, na. Na, na. Na, na. That's an octave. All of this stuff plays when I hit one note. How about that? It's not like I gotta, go get them. They're part of that note. It is the nature of sound through acoustic instruments that they will produce and ring in a complex mixture of the main tone and also other tones called harmonic overtone series. And if you go online and you look up harmonic overtone series, you'll learn all about it and what is that pattern. And it's true for flutes, it's true for guitar, it's true for piano. Okay, so it's not just volume, because volume is linked to tonal harmonic footprint, to the tone, to the timbre of that note. Okay, so how does that fact affect how we play music? Well, most of the time, musicians on chromatic harmonica and a lot of other instruments play in the mid-range of volume because it is the most pleasing, complete, and full harmonic series available to the audience and the player. So medium volume is used a whole bunch on instruments. Very low volume has a different tonal harmonic footprint, and these are various frequencies. These are frequency charts. So a very low note isn't very complex. It's more round and rich. And so when they talk about a pianist with wonderful touch and tone, he's being very careful what volume he's playing that piano at to bring out the beautiful notes here at the low volume and in the mids. Now, when you play a note that's maximum volume, the overtone series become far more dominant and it's a lot less pleasing to the ear. So people don't do that much with their instrument. Now, here's the interesting thing. You know, I'm always interested in chromatic harmonica within the context of other instruments and other world music. Okay, it's just, I like to look at that big picture because I understand what's wonderful about our harmonica. And that's been made obvious to me with my Bansuri flute, which is not easy to play. But this is so easy ergonomically. I mean, it's just, there it is. I didn't like that with a flute or the guitar. It's more complex ergonomics. But so with the chromatic harmonica, okay, oftentimes I have these players from around the world that are pros call me and they'll ask for advice or help or something, and I'll say, well, could you play that piece for me, you know, at very, very, very low volume, just as light as you can play it, you know. They can't do it. And I'm like, well, when I go, well, what's the problem? Well, I don't play notes that low. Okay. So it's something that a lot of players in chromatic harmonica don't really utilize those very low volume, low dynamic, notes. They just don't play gently. There's reasons. If you're with a band, you wouldn't hear it. I mean, it does take a certain space to play into that. But it does offer a beautiful, rich tone. And you'll find that some of the world's best violinists and flautists playing flute, oboists, saxophone players will go into very gentle volume because when you whisper on your instrument, the audience comes in because they want to hear it. They're fascinated. Try whispering at a party and you'll find everybody just quiets up and they start listening. So quiet notes reach people in a different way, and they're really great. So I would encourage you to practice playing at very low volumes on your instrument and start utilizing it in play where you can. And you'll find that your audiences enjoy your music more and you'll have more artistic options. And so I think that the effect that volume has on the individual note is something we want to be aware of. We want to understand its consequences musically and be able to utilize that information to provide more artistically pleasing performances for those who enjoy our music, which includes us. Now, I will say that you've heard me talk about the importance of having an instrument that's airtight, which means that it responds immediately to breath. That has to do with the fit of the various parts. They need to be pretty tight and well, very accurately put together. Well, it's very difficult to play at low volume or low dynamic on an instrument that's leaking air because at the beginning of every note, you're doing stuff with air and the harp's not responding. And then you got to put in more to get it to blow or draw. So a harp that's not airtight is very difficult to play at low volumes. There's a lot of problems with harps that are not airtight. They also have a much less well-developed harmonic overtone series and tonal harmonic footprint. They're just, they do not sound as good. So that's another issue. But that's, again, a reason for you to be playing an airtight harp, and one that can give you the very best. I hope this information is of use to you, and that you can find ways to apply it in your own personal music. So again, the impact of volume on what's called tonal harmonic footprint, or tone, or timbre on chromatic harp.